You can lose a World Cup group game, lose another one, and still go through to the knockout rounds. Not because of a technicality, not because of some asterisk rule nobody uses, because the tournament is built that way, on purpose. Most fans watch their team crash out and have no idea why someone else's team, with a worse record, just survived. Here is exactly how it works. Start with the basics. Teams play in groups of 4. Top 2 from each group advance. That part everyone understands. Here's the part most people miss. It's not just the top 2 from every group anymore. There's a second door, a smaller one, reserved for the best third-place teams across the whole tournament. So a team finishes third in their group, loses more games than it wins, maybe, and still walks through that second door. Not a loophole, a feature. Why build it this way? Because group stage form lies. A team can land in a brutal group, lose to 2 genuine contenders, and still be better than a team that finished second in an easy group. The system isn't rewarding losing. It's correcting for difficulty. Different group, different pressure, same final scoreline column, completely different story behind it. Here's where it gets dramatic. This isn't decided group by group. It's decided across the entire tournament, all at once, after every group has finished. Which means your team's fate can hinge on a match happening on the other side of the country, between 2 teams you've never heard of, kicking off hours after your own game ended. You lose. You wait. Someone else loses worse, somewhere else, and suddenly you're through. That's not a footnote. That's the entire emotional architecture of modern tournament football. Helplessness, arithmetic, and a scoreboard you can't control. Now the twist. The part that trips up even confident fans. Being a good loser only counts in specific ways. It's not about how close the score was. It's about goals scored, goals allowed, and points collected. 3 numbers, stacked in that order. A 1-0 loss and a 4-3 loss are not treated the same, even with identical results in the standings. This is exactly the situation playing out in the current World Cup right now, in the expanded 48-team, 12-group format. With more groups than ever, more third-place teams are mathematically alive deep into the group stage, which means more fans, in more countries, are sitting at home doing math instead of watching football. Genuinely thrilling. Also, deeply stressful, for reasons that have nothing to do with their own team's performance. So here's the whole idea, compressed. 2 teams advance automatically per group. A separate, tournament-wide ranking of third-place teams fills the remaining spots. That ranking is built on goals and points, not vibes, and it isn't settled until every single group has finished playing, which means the form your team showed on the pitch matters less than you'd think, and the form of total strangers in a different city matters more than you'd expect. Nobody tells you this when you start watching football. They just expect you to feel the panic and confusion without ever explaining the rule causing it. The game has not changed. You have. You're welcome. Subscribe if you enjoyed this type of content. It means a lot.